Hey everybody. Welcome to Popular Unknown Paintball Live. Um yeah, this isn't a regular scheduled show. It's not something I would normally do on a Friday night, but seeing as how as I had so much fun at World Cup, everything comes with a price, and one of the prices is I have to be on quarantine for 2 weeks. So I've been trapped in my apartment for the last week now, and I've got another week to go because I have to be quarantined for 14 days. And I missed y'all, and I just really wanted to chat. So I figured that I would go live for no reason whatsoever, just because I can. I figured we'd talk some paintball. Hopefully, some people would reach out and we could have a little fun and people could ask questions, because a lot of times when I'm doing live shows, I really don't have a chance to interact with people because I'm too busy talking to the guests or doing that sort of thing. So if anybody wants to join in, by all means, send me a message, say hello. I'll send invites out. So anybody that's ever wanted to be on. Hey, Josh, great to see you. Dylan, great to see you. But yeah, but if anybody really wants to be on the show or just wants to ask questions, do whatever, I figured that I would throw a impromptu fake it till you make it and just see how things went. But yeah, gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of this whole quarantine thing. If you're going to have COVID, usually your symptoms show up in the first 3 to 4 days. So very rarely, oh, that's my phone. Very rarely do you ever get symptoms past that. But what I would like to do is I would love to just be able to take a test and then have the next 2 weekends or the next week to myself. And hey, Chica. Hey, Kevin. So yeah, so I have no real thing. Actually, let me just do that. Actually, I should probably edit that. All right, let's edit that. Bonus. Capital in there. Bonus. Fake till they make it show. There we go. Damn. Bonus quarantine fake. I don't know if I spelled quarantine right, but I don't care. You guys can just hey Robert, great to see you. And Shelly, I see that you said something blank. And we got here, me either, just had a right hip replacement, bored as heck. I hate when that happens. Not that I've ever had it. And hey, Bill, good to see you. Glad to see you're out of Facebook jail. But yeah, so if anybody wants to join me, just send me a message and you're welcome to come on. If anybody has any questions for me, don't hesitate to ask. I am just bored out of my ever-loving mind, and I thought, what the heck? Let's go live on to a few thousand people. And yeah, okay. So how is the voiceover work coming along? Well, that's a very good question. I spent a few hours on it today. I did everything that was asked of me. A couple things I had to redo, and afterwards, yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back, see if I need to do more on that, and then there'll be more. But I can't tell you what it's about, but I do know that what I just did a voiceover for was a commercial for what's coming. And so the commercial should be done soon, and hopefully I'll be able to show it off a little bit in the very near future. So thank you for asking, Sean. And just said hi, but the pic didn't go through. Well, that's just weak. Is my body feeling any better? Yeah, my body's feeling good. For those reasons why he asked, for those of you who don't know, I was up for like 36 hours, and then I had to do, in those 36 hours, I had to do like 10 hours worth of travel, 2 planes, 2 trains. It's just insane. So my body was just really, really mad at me after World Cup. So yeah, so that is that. Somebody asked how World Cup was. World Cup was absolutely fantastic. Um, I was a little bit surprised at how few vendors came out, and I was more surprised at how many players came out. For some reason, I honestly thought that there would have been a little more members. I know that it was light. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. I know it was going to be light because of COVID, but you would think that with the sheer volume of players that they had, that I don't know. It was just sort of like there was way more players than I thought, and there was way less vendors than I thought. It just kind of. And Rampage Richie Santos. Hey, hey. And the body appreciates a little more stretching at our age. Yeah, you're not wrong. And I was doing a little bit of stretching going in and stuff, and I've been stretching prior to the weeks, but I definitely think I need to start taking yoga on on a regular basis as soon as some actual money starts coming in. I think that I'm going to make that part of my daily work routine because I am old as dirt, not quite as old as Fred Schultz or yeah, those guys. Okay, what do we got here? Very expensive to set up, and players usually already have most of their gear. While I agree with you on that, Mr. Bailey, and you've been around long enough to know, I'm just surprised that with that many people there, that there wasn't quite that. I just expected more. I'm just surprised. That's all. Because normally people release new products at World Cup and things like that. So I do know that with Transfuse, he wasn't expecting that many people, and he's completely sold out on Saturday. So it was very surprising for everybody how World Cup was. And I forgot to stretch before games. All right. So yeah, but World Cup was a blast. I met so many people. Uh, you saw you might have seen the show that I had. I got to meet Tim Montrester's family, which was just mind blowing. I mean, Jennifer's a fantastic person. Turns out she's a huge fan of the show, and I chatted with her online quite a bit. But it's always different when you meet people face to face for the first time with body language and just how people are. I mean, you can hide behind your computer screens and you can make yourself out to be something that you're not. But once you actually meet people face to face, everything's different that way. So yeah, it was just mind blowing to meet both Tim's mom, his dad, his girlfriend's dog. I would have got the dog to sign my paintball gun case, by the way, if I could figure out a way, but that dog was just knackered. And we got Tina, fan of the team and board member for the Albert Member Foundation. Nice to listen to you. Great to talk to you as well, Tina. I know exactly who you are. Haven't met you, but I know who you are. So yeah, I had a thought and I lost it. This is a fake it till you make it show. I was just bored, and I honestly, I just wanted to reach out to you guys. I wanted to talk to you guys. Yeah, I don't really have anything planned, so forgive me if I'm anyway. Oh, something that's really cool is happening. I donated a Benjamin Sheridan KP3 rifle to a charity thing. It's kind of a joint project between Members Only Paintball Club. They're doing a waffle, and Allie Remembered Foundation. Basically, in a nutshell, there is a good friend of ours, Team Wise, that I found out about. I had him on the podcast a while ago, and I said that I would do the show. So it shouldn't be a surprise to a lot of you. But he needs a new prosthetic leg. He was caught in a horrible lawn mowing accident when he was like 4, I believe. I believe his neighbor accidentally cut his leg off. And so he's been without a leg since he was really, really small. But he's an avid paintball player, and yeah. So anyway, he's got a family and kids, and he's a really hard worker. John Amadea, hey buddy, good to see you. Yes. Anyway, so he has been working really, really hard, but with COVID and everything, he hasn't been able to replace the silicone on his prosthetic. And the prosthetic itself is very out of date as well. So we're trying to get him up and going. But yeah, he needs the new the little silicone pads. Apparently, you're supposed to change those every few months to prevent infections because you can only clean them so much. And he's been rocking his for well over a year and then some. And he was just it was about it was affecting his work, and it was causing infections on his leg, and it was just bad. So I donated a Benjamin Sheridan KP3 rifle, one of those vintage ones that everybody wants way back in the day. And everybody saw that I was doing this, and everybody joined in. I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of people. Weasel from the OG Ironman, Dave Weeze Cook, he donated, he signed a like one of his personal jerseys and a picture and patches and a whole bunch of Ironman stuff. Andy Starrett of the Ally Remembered Foundation, he donated an actual XLS shocker that was made for us by Tim Montresor. It's all purple. It's got the Ally Remember Foundation logo etched into it. That was done by Russell at Shocker Paintball. It's absolutely fantastic. So there's 2 guns and a jersey and headbands, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. So if you get the chance, swing by the members only paintball club page. That's where they're holding the waffle. It's my understanding that there are a number of companies that are going to be jumping in. Now, we've set up for 125 spots at $10 a spot, but if we fill up those spots, we're going to add another 125 spots. So we're just going to keep adding spots as we go to give people a chance. And it's going until December 1st, I believe. But like I said, there's going to be some other companies going to be adding stuff too. So it's not like we're just we're just trying to make as much money as we can, because we don't want to just replace this gentleman's silicone. If we can, we'd like to give him a brand new updated leg, because like, I mean, the leg's outdated and whatnot, and he's a hardworking man that's trying to support his family and his kids. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. So don't hesitate to ask me about that or reach out about that. And Daniel, if you don't have anything to give away for the raffle, you are more than welcome to buy a spot for $10, and maybe you can win stuff. So just a thought. And Eric, are you on the 14-day quarantine? Yes, I am, and it sucks. Yeah, I got back Monday. My quarantine officially starts Monday, so I've got another week and a bit to go. And we are on a 3-week lockdown in Michigan again. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of lockdowns. I actually read an article from the World Health Organization that they say that countries should try not to use lockdowns and only use them as an absolute last resort, because they estimate that if too many lockdowns are used, the damage to, or the loss of life will be 7 times higher than what it would be just from the virus alone, due to domestic violence, suicides, drug overdoses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, just it's apparently it's just absolutely. Oh, and starvation, because we're on lockdown and because people aren't able to travel. That means that all the countries that rely on tourism, they're going to be going into starvation because there's nobody to feed them. So while it may not affect us directly so much, those smaller companies or countries that are expecting tourism trade, it's Anyway, long story short, globally, the World Health Organization estimates that if we use too many lockdowns, the actual loss of life from lockdown would be 7 times higher than if we just let the virus run its course, which sucks. So, but I mean, what do? You want to protect yourself. Like, am I saying it's right? It was wrong. I'm not making any judgments. I'm just repeating what the World Health Organization said. So, yeah. So, but this is a paintball show. Enough about that horrible stuff. I want to talk paintball. So, does anybody have any questions for me? I mean, it's hard to say how was World Cup. World Cup was excellent. I'm writing a nice article for Paintball Media Magazine, so you guys can read all about it that way. I just had to take a break from writing, and I was trying to watch TV, and I feel like I've watched everything. I haven't, but I'm just not in the mood. And so I thought, well, why don't I go on live and I'll just talk to you all. Yeah, and like I said, if anybody wants to join in, don't hesitate to reach out. You are more than welcome to. And yeah, so let's see, we've got one person on Twitch watching us. We've got nobody watching on YouTube. Boo. And we've got 10 people from Paintball Media Magazine. Awesome. Thanks for clicking in. We got a couple of my regulars. Excellent. Thank you so much. And we got one person watching from the Expendables. And wear your mask, respect your fellow man, and let it run its course. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. It's just one of those things. Like, there's no wrong answer, really. There's valid points from all sides. So Robert, I hope Nikki is doing well. I know that she caught the bug and she's fighting it pretty hard. I saw that she wasn't super happy. But yeah, so paintball. Anybody have any questions? Anything? Anybody want to join me? You'll have to forgive me, guys. I was just bored. I thought I'd give it a shot and just go live for the fun of going live and reach out to all my paintball friends while I'm locked here in my room, and figured I'd talk paintball. So if anybody has any questions, please throw them at me. Type in. If you want to join me just to say, hey, Mom, I'll be happy to bring you on for that way as well. I'm just bored out of my ever-loving mind, and I thought I'd jump on. California watching. All right, let's see who California is. Let me just see here. I'm just going on to my page here for a second. And I guess I have to refresh this here. Let's take a look. Keith Kissel, California. Hey, Keith, good to see you. And yeah, we're wishing Nikki Hannah the best. Awesome. Well, I don't know if any of you saw this. I mean, the pictures I've shown haven't been fully done yet, but look at that. So that is my Ultra Shocker. And I took it with me, and I just had as many people as I could that I thought were really cool sign it. And on the back, I've got Tim Montressor's family sign it. His dad, his mom, his girlfriend. I am so excited about that. So yeah, I just think that's just the coolest thing ever. What are my thoughts on the Deadly Winds 45 valve for Emax? 1 second. Let me just put this away here. All right, let's pop that up so everybody can see who asks. What are my thoughts? Well, I guess that really depends on what you mean by what are my thoughts. I love modifying paintball guns. I love trying to make them better. I like trying to make them shoot faster, more anything you can do to try to make your paintball gun better and more you, I am all for it. A lot of people are saying that these hair triggers are just too fast and they go against the whole thought behind having a mechanical gun which slows everything down. And while I get that, the person behind the trigger still has to, it's still mechanical. You still have to use your finger. It's not reactive. It's not anything like that. So if somebody's faster, somebody's faster. Like, I mean, I used to know a guy that was 400 pounds. He couldn't run from tree to tree. Like, he was just huge dude, but he has the fastest fingers I've ever seen in my life. So, having a fast gun to make up for slow knees, well, you know, that is what it is. So I like them. I think they're great, and I think people should use them. I mean, there's a lot of people saying that these EMEX are better than, because they're so cheap, they're so much better than these more expensive guns. You know what? I'm not buying it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting the EMEX down. They are fantastic. They are better than fantastic. They are absolutely amazing, fantastic. But they're still a lower end gun. And that's not putting them down. And then everybody is starting to throw this in or that in or another thing in. And by the time they're done souping them up, all I can think about is back in the day, spiders were known as the autococker killers because they were so cheap and you just needed some modifications and they could go toe to toe with anything. Yeah, the main weapon in your head when you play paintball, or the main weapon in your arsenal when you play paintball, is your head. It just, that's the way it is. And so if you know your gun, you know how it works, you're able to make it work consistently and stuff, that's great. The thing with those old spiders is they were never designed to shoot that much, that fast, that quickly. So as people were modifying them, they just shook themselves to pieces. They wore out. It was just meh. So with these new mechs, what do I think? I think they're absolutely amazing. If you want to modify them, I say by all means, as long as you keep it within the rules, keep it up. At the end of the day, it's mechanical, and it's the user that is making the gun function the way he or she can. Some people's fingers are faster than others. Some people shoot more than others. And are they better, faster, whatever? I don't know. But you know what? If they're comfortable and you love them, then by all means, rock them. Like, I know a number of people. I was actually having the same conversation with a gentleman last night, and he just loves his EMEC. And yet, because of sponsorship, he's getting rid of his EMEC to go to an autococker. So, yeah. All right. So what did I miss? All right. Hey, Nikki Hanna's in the house. And Robert, let me, oh, here it is. Thanks, guys. It's horrible. I am so sorry you're having to go through that, Nikki. But yeah, we really want you feeling better. And I love you too. I know that wasn't to me, but I love you too. And I miss you guys. My cousin actually just posted Screwball peanut butter whiskey, wondering if there was anywhere he could find it and whatnot. And I was like, I tried that in Chicago last year. So, and all right, so we got Robert Hansen says, it's like the old mech race all over. Just let me have my airgun designs RT. Yeah, something like that. Well, you can. You just have to tune it so that the trigger doesn't bounce on your fingers. And I'll stick with my Super Cocker and my Cold Fusions. I like the shockers and the PE stuff, but I'm a little old school. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. The thing about the new stuff is I like how light it is. It's just, I don't know, you know, the technology moves on, and nothing against the old stuff. But those Super Cockers and the Cold Fusions, they're gorgeous. I got to see who said that. All right. Oh, I'm just trying to check here. Where did it go? Where'd it go? And I lost it. Of course I did. There we go. Oh, well, I'm guessing that's Caesar, but I don't know for sure. Caesar's name normally comes up. And Andy Starrett, my man. Oh, hell yeah. I smashed spiders with my cockers. Yeah, but people that were talented, that were using spiders because that's what they could afford and whatnot, they got a good angle on you. They were nice and fast and light. They could, players with spiders could really tear it up. There were good guns. At the end of the day, spiders were never designed to take that kind of a pounding and abuse. They were an inexpensive gun, and they just rattled themselves apart. And I'll never forget that. And the way people are talking about Emacs, all I can remember is the same old. I'm going back to the 90s and hearing everybody saying, "Oh, the spiders are cocker killers and mag killers, and they're so much better, and they're like only 10% of the price, and blah blah blah." Let you play what you play with, love what you love, and you'll be really good at it. There's some guns are definitely better quality, they're better made, but at the end of the day, if you're enjoying it and you're playing and you're having fun, I have nothing but respect for you, and I have nothing but respect for your gear. Okay. And we've got this here, and this is, I looked in, this is Keith Kissel from California. Sometimes I forget the enthusiasm and the excitement of the game from individual. Been doing it for so long, it's kind of a blur. Sometimes the magic is just dull hum, and I have to live vicariously through others. Yeah, I've been there with you on that too. All right, so what else we got? Miss you guys so much. I'm not sure who it is, but I guarantee you I miss you too. And SFL is the daily driver. And yay, I feel loved. And all right, Tyler Young says, I've been out of the inn for the last couple of weeks. Did anything great get released at World Cup? I didn't really see anything great per se, but there was a brand new backpack, or relatively new backpack, called, I believe it's called the Volcano. I took some pictures of it, I posted it up, and it's a gear bag specifically for players. So it's a player's pack where you can put all your gear in. They've got special things on the side so you can strap your gun on fully set up and ready to go. And yeah, it was just fantastic. And Bad Company beat Avalanche in their prime with spiders. Exactly. Like, I mean, they were a good gun, and when you're rocking it, you're rocking it. So, all right, and we got, it's 25 years later being compared to, it's still 25 years later being compared to a cocker. Yeah, something like that. And then my nephew's old spider had a trigger job that let you just kind of slap the side of it and paint flew. Yeah, that was when they were just milled a little too much. And I can tell you about that. I can talk about guns like that forever. Yeah. So anyway, guys, this is a bonus show. There's no reason for it. I was bored and I wanted to reach out to you all. I thought we could have some fun chats. And yeah, so I'm really enjoying the questions, and I'm really enjoying being able to interact with you. I don't get to do that as often on my regular shows. So I'm enjoying doing that. So thank you guys all for joining me. But keep the questions coming. And if you'd like to join in, by all means, say, hey, Steve, I want to be on the show. I will send you a link, and you can join in on the conversation, and we'll get you up on screen as well. Even if all you want to do is say, hi, Mom, and then leave, by all means. I just want to talk paintball, and I miss my paintball family. So, yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for this show. So, Nikki, are you getting over the hump of not feeling well? You're starting to feel a little bit better. I know you had some really bad headaches and things like that. So hopefully you're feeling a bit better. Don't hesitate to reach out, talk a little bit. And autocockers will always be the old school cool, no matter how many new markers come out. Agreed. And Robert Hans says, laptop is down or I join in. Know that your cell phone or tablet will work just as well if it has a camera, especially front facing is better. And shout out for the Ali Remember Foundation for Justin Doyle. Absolutely. I was actually talking about that a little earlier. I believe the last time I checked, we'd already cleared over $1,000, which is amazing. So again, yeah, I donated my Benjamin Sheridan rifle, the KP3. That's the Woodstock. That was my gift to get the ball rolling. Andy Starrett and the Ali Remembered Foundation. I forgot to grab something to drink, by the way, guys. So I'm clearing my throat a little bit. Please excuse me for that. That's one of the reasons why I kind of want somebody else to come on, take over the show, just start talking so I can go get something to drink. But yeah, so I started the ball rolling with that Benjamin Sheridan. Andy Starrett kicked that big time. He brought in the Ali Remember Foundation XLS that we got from Tim Montresor himself. And yeah. Okay, what do we got? We got Nick Hand saying, so the body pain sucks. Can't taste or smell anything right now. Well, I've met your boyfriend slash fiance slash live common law, and it's probably a good thing you can't smell anything. Okay. It didn't hurt that Brian Greenspan, Alec Fraser, and a couple others won Mustangs with the Spiders at Spider Cup. Yes, but the thing about the Spider Cup was that with the Spider Cup, everybody was shooting spiders. So it's not like spiders versus something else. But anyway, and let's talk about sportsmanship. I've had some issues in my last 3 times playing, but I can go into details if that is a good topic to talk about. Sure, we can talk about that. Now, hold on one second. Robert Hansen is saying that he would like to join us. Let me just get this done first, and then let's talk about sportsmanship. So let me just zip over here. And Hansen. I'm sending him a link. All right, Robert, you should have a link to talk. And how did I know that you needed a shower, Adam? I know because I can smell you here in Canada. I'm just kidding, by the way. Adam is one of the coolest guys I've ever met in my life, and he is hilarious. So, yeah. And he's taking very good care of me. It's hard to do anything for myself, I can well imagine. Adam can keep burning dinner. All right. So, by the way, guys, when Robert comes on, I am going to go grab myself a drink, and I'm going to be right back. So this is so that the screen isn't live. I'm going to let him take over the show and just let him talk for a bit. And I can only eat soup, sadly, no solid foods. My mom had her wisdom teeth out many years ago, and all she was craving was solid foods. So my dad, we ordered pizza, and my mom was crying because she couldn't have pizza. So my dad literally took 2 slices of pizza, put it in the blender, pureed it till it was down to nothing, and then got the biggest straws he could find so that my mom could drink pizza through a straw. Kid you not, true story. So, and well, you too. All right. So, sportsmanship. Tyler Young. Now, I don't like talking about players being bad as a general rule. And it's not that I don't like talking about it. It's just that I've noticed it in paintball. A lot of times people say, oh, I got overshot. Well, I mean, I got overshot when I was playing World Cup. I was charging a guy, like just coming full on bore, and he came out, the gun going off, and I took, let's say, 10 balls like that, because that's how fast guns go these days. And it hurt. Like I took him off the melon, the shoulder, and it dropped me right to my knees, to the point where the ref had to come over and ask if I was okay. I was fine, and no hard feelings, because, you know, if the roles were reversed, I would have just let into the guy too, because you don't want somebody doing an old school run through. And that's all fine and good. So I don't like talking about players playing badly if I can, because sometimes it's a misconception. Sometimes they're new players. They don't know what they're doing. Like there's so many different aspects that you can't always see. Like, I mean, I know people would shoot at players in the bush going, there's no way I missed them, or no way I missed me, like they were shooting at me through the brush. And I can remember having a ref right beside me and turning and looking, and I'm just like, nothing's hitting me. And they were putting it all into the branches and the trees in front of me. And it just, yeah. And they got really mad that I was cheating, and I wasn't. It was just misconception. So we have to be careful. All right. So you've sent me a message here. And first is, I was shot, but no break. Had the ref check me and said I was clean. After the match, the guy came and yelled at me, said I was the reason the paintball was dying. Exactly my point. In paintball, people have to realize that just because you think you saw it happen doesn't mean that's what's happened. I took a hit playing World Cup in Squeegee, and I got called for playing on. because I got hit in the squeegee, I did not feel a hit. I just didn't feel it. I'm sorry. It is what it is, and yeah, and so I got a 1 for 1. I took the penalty and I walked off the field. No arguments. Great job, ref. Thank you so much. But there are people out there that say, "Oh, would see that. Oh, he's playing on." You got to loosen up. Now, do people cheat? Yes, they definitely cheat. And there's nothing you can do about it other than shoot them again. And that just is what it is. All right. So, second, accidentally shot someone in the back as well. He walks a field. He got really mad. He walked in the middle of a firefight. I apologize, but he wouldn't drop it. I did not react. And see, not reacting is the way that you should handle something like that. Like, some people are just wound up. I have to be honest. That was something I found really, really surprising about World Cup. I was playing 5-man novice, which means D5. Occasionally, one player was allowed to have D4 players. And everybody was playing, like, you could tell there were sandbaggers. Like, there was people that were playing, punching way above their weight, or way below their weight. But it is what it is. Like, I mean, that's the challenge of paintball. I mean, this is not Call of Duty where everybody's 100% even and 100% equal. And you know what I mean? Like, this is real life. Some people are bigger. Some people are faster. Some people are stronger. Some people are better shots. And that's you have to accept that you are not the best on the field. Chances are you're never going to be the best on field. But for those rare moments when you get to take somebody, you're the best when you take somebody down. And ultimately, it's the team, not the player. You got to remember, this is a team sport. This is not an individual sport. And people need to remember that. Okay. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
I am good. It took me a minute. The phone didn't want to cooperate with me.
Oh, that's okay. So, can you see what everybody's typing?
I cannot.
You cannot. So you can just see my beautiful face?
Hold on, let me. I got some options here at the bottom. Did that take me out?
No, you're still there. I can still see you.
All right. I've got, okay, private chat. Let me close that. Wait, hold on, chat. There it is. There it is. Now you just shaded in the background, but
yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we got Chica saying I got shot 5 times in the head walking off the field. Well, that's paintball. You know what? I got stitched like a Christmas tree walking off the field too. One team was bonus balling us like crazy at World Cup. It was insane, and I really believe that
they Facebook jailed your post of your welts.
Yeah, they did.
But your welts. So you saw the welt I posted.
Yeah,
that purple daisy that I had on my side. That was right after ICPL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, last year's ICPL. I took that from like 10 feet. The guy was shooting like 320. Yeah, that was immediately after the shot. It would already look that bad.
I bet. All right, so I am, because you can see I'm going to leave you in charge of the show for a second.
Oh, really?
I need to get some. I am. So I need to get some liquid. I will be back in like 15 seconds. So talk smack, say whatever, say hi, Mom. Read.
Hi, Mom. Nikki, Hannah, love you.
All right. Oh, here's something you can. There's something. Tyler the third. I brought my son out to play. So read that to the people while I get something to drink. I'm going to be right back.
Tyler Young, third. I brought my son out to play. He's new and ended up shooting out a speedball player that is supposedly sponsored from PE. On his way off the field, he was telling his teammates where my son's location was, basically dead man walking. I confronted him. He said it's just rec ball and it's okay. No, it is not okay for dead players to talk. Dead players don't talk. Dead man walking is completely different. That's you trying to just walk down the tape line while you're still alive and shoot everybody in the back, which is a punk-ass move. It really is. But No, that dead player, yeah, he shouldn't have spoke. Sorry, adjusting my phone. But yeah, no, that's not a dead man walking. But no, he shouldn't have said anything. And congrats to your son for shooting him. And if he's sponsored, then he should have enough class to not complain.
Absolutely. All right, big shout out to my co-host. Thank you so much, Rob. It allows me to get my drink. By the way, for anybody that asks, I know people make comments.
I'm a few in, Steve, if you haven't noticed.
It's all good. I tend to wash my Gatorade bottles, and then I get these little because I can't always afford to be drinking Transfuse all the time. I get these little Hawaiian punch packets. And so, because I don't always just like drinking water by itself. So I get these little
flavored, the fruit punch ones are pretty good. I buy the generic ones at Aldi, on the
All right. Let me just making my drink here. By the way, I'm really glad you guys are all joining me tonight. Like, I was really, really bored, and quarantine sucks. So I'm glad to be having a show, fake it till you make it, and rolling on. So thank everybody for chatting with me, hanging out. Thank you for joining us, me, Rob.
No, not a problem. Not a problem.
All right, we got a second here. Just watched the show we did together. Talking to Fred. Oh yeah. Hey. Let me just.
Fred. Oh man, I love that picture of him with Sandman from back in the day.
All right. Well, I just sent him an offer to join us if he wants. So let's get back here. So yeah. Yay. I have liquid. All right. So yeah, dead men should not talk.
No, dead man don't talk. If you're dead, you wouldn't be talking, right?
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. In private games, you kind of let it slide a little bit when you're reffing, but yeah, no. If he's a sponsored player and he's shot out and he's trying to tell people where somebody was, come on, man.
Yeah. The other thing to remember too, though, is that sponsorship now is not sponsorship what it was. Like back in the day when you were sponsored, I'm not going to say that it was all glorious, but a sponsorship back in the day, especially if you had a factory sponsorship, that meant that you got free gear and cash and depending on your level and where you were at and what you were doing.
The guy saying that he's giving up his EMEC because he's sponsored and he's going to go play with a cocker. Back, if you're not giving me the marker.
He loves it. He's getting it at a good deal, and so he's doing what he's doing.
Right.
I personally would be the same as you. Like, I'd be keeping that EMAC just because.
I know Be Young. I love her to death. I know she's got the Planet Eclipse thing going. Either give me one hell of a deal on a EMAC, or I'm shooting my automag.
Yeah, and I get that. EMACs are pretty.
I worked for Sandman. Sandman's always taken care of me for 23 years now.
Yep.
Playing a mech tournament. I'm using the automag that I bought from Sandman back in '97.
I'm really looking forward to finally getting to use that.
Why haven't you?
Honestly. Okay, you're putting me on the spot here, and
yeah,
I do not want this to sound like it goes against Tim in any way, shape, or form, because I have nothing but respect for him. But when I gassed it up, the minute something happened, or the minute I gassed it up, the thing went full auto. Like it just started ripping. Like there was dirt or something in the on-off valves.
In there.
Pardon?
You got the X valve in there or the EMAG valve?
It's got the EMAG valve, and then I've got the ULT switch in it. like the soft trigger. So it's going to need a little bit of finessing. So I was really, really surprised. I'm not exactly sure what the air pressure is on that Immortal Air tank as well. Now I have a spring pack for it to bring it up to 850. Pardon?
It won't be over what that valve can hold.
No. So I'm not sure why it went full auto, but it did, and I just didn't get the opportunity to use it when I had the chance. But because of COVID, lack of money, being unemployed, and whatnot, when I play, I've been very limited in just getting out to the field, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So
see, I've always kept it simple on myself. I'm still running a classic valve.
Right.
That just got the on off out of the when you put a hyper frame on your marker back in the day. They changed out the on off for one that had a thinner pin in it for a lighter trigger pull, so the solenoid could run it.
Right.
Pressure, and I left that in, and it lightened my trigger pull, even though I went back to a mechanical frame. So right. I'm still that thing like 9 balls a second.
Yeah. Well, I love the old ones. I love the new one, and I'm really looking forward to playing with that. The things weren't aligned, and I really wanted to use my brand new Ultra Shocker when I got the chance when I went out to a Saga, because that one was down. I just didn't have time to dick with it. At World Cup, I was using the Ultra Shocker, and I was giving the new Mac Dev, I should say the new Mac Dev, a Mac Dev Clone 5 a try, and that thing was wicked. You'd actually really like it. It's got a real old school feel to it. It's just got like a little zing. It's it's something else. Yeah. So I mean, it's not like I ever have a shortage of guns to use, and I'm in that situation where wherever I go or whatever I do, people just tend to hand me markers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm up to like 5, or I just built a mag pump gun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the hardest thing for me to find, everybody's like, oh, finding a wave spring. I asked Sandman. He handed me 2 of them. I was like, that was simple. The pump kit was actually harder for me to find than the wave spring. But I kind of wanted one, so I got it running. And hopefully get a game or 2 in with that Sunday before I start reffing my private game. I got an afternoon private game.
Cool. But now I got to ask you. I have no idea what a wave spring is. Like, I know what an automag pump is. I know it's a mod and stuff, but I know very little about mags. I love them. I learn as much as I can about them, and I promote them because it's one of the classic paintball guns, and they deserve all the love. But I don't know what a wave spring is.
The wave spring went over the power tube behind the bolt against the bumper. What it did is it purposely broke the gun. Okay, so the bolt would come back and it would not catch the sear due to the wave spring. So the pump arm pushes the bolt back enough to catch the sear so the dump chamber will fill so that the marker will fire again. So it turns an open bolt system into a pump gun.
Okay.
It's kind of weird how, because you don't get a barrel leak, which is kind of weird.
Right.
But and you can't use, like, I run the classic valve, so I got the hard blue bumper.
Right.
And I take that out and replace it with the clear RT bumper, which is softer, which would allow me to pump the gun. But supposedly you chew them up. I'm going to find out because I'm going to start playing with it. Hopefully I can play with it a little bit this Sunday.
Well, good luck. And I mean, so they chew up. You can always buy another one.
Yeah, they're a dime a dozen.
And when you're pumping, I mean, how much you're gonna use? Like, how much you're actually gonna shoot it, right?
Like, you think of a pump gun, you think, oh, I got to run this pump handle back. 2 inches, 3 inches? Most pump guns, like a Cocker. I've got a Cocker pump gun, and this pump is like 1/4 of an inch max.
Right. But just
has to push it back just enough to catch the sear.
Right. But what I mean is you're running a pump. So how much you're actually going to shoot it. So, I mean, even if you tears up a little bit, if you're swapping the sealed out every time you play, it's negligible.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're like me, when you go to a tournament, it's like, all right, all fresh batteries in, nothing's going down. You know what I mean? It's like, bam, bam, bam. So you're automatically just like throwing like $15 in batteries and stuff.
Come on, fresh batteries.
Every time you got to play fresh batteries.
Battery in my marker when it stops shooting. I'm horrible. I am horrible. I
know.
All right, I'm that bad. I really am.
So anybody else have any questions for us? Anybody? So we've got 12 people watching at the moment, which is good. We got 1 person on Twitch, 7 on Paintball Media, 3 on Popular Unknown, and somebody is watching us on YouTube, which is awesome. And see, your team captain says always fresh for tournaments.
Right. Hey, I got the camo Destiny Midwest jersey coming. We got to get some Woods Ball Met going.
I wish I could come join you. I really do.
We need to get you a Midwest jersey with your name on the back of it. What's your number?
Can you make it a hand instead of a number?
I don't know. We'd have to really get some.
See, I've always had, my number's always been 33. Thomas Boot of Ali Remembered Foundation, he's 33. Now, because of that team, I can do whatever the hell I want. So, but I don't intend to rock my name on my Ali Remembered jerseys because I just like having the expendables. I don't want, when I'm wearing an Ali Remembered Foundation jersey, I don't want to be known as me. I want it to be the shirt that catches the attention.
So what, you want Pup 33 on a Midwest jersey?
I can't afford to buy any more jerseys right now, and I don't play with you guys enough.
Well, you know, I think a couple of us could probably pitch in for something like that.
I would be honored. But no, honestly, you just want to put McGuire on it, or but instead of a number, just put my hand. Because
I think that would be the hard part.
Hey, if they can make a number, they can make a hand, right?
I'm sure they can, but it wouldn't be your hand.
But it has to be my hand. That's my podcast logo.
Now we got copyrights and
I'll just email it to you. Plus, I've already emailed my my logo to you guys so that it's on all your jerseys.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, because
Under's got that.
Nikki's got it.
Right. Well, I'll have to talk to Mom.
So Adam's going, we got you, Steve. I'm really disappointed I didn't get to make the big games for Jedi and stuff, so we couldn't make you run that gauntlet. That would have been wild.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it up to Jedi either.
Yeah.
No,
Red Feather is now taking over Jedi.
Yeah, I saw that. Commandos, it's a hike for me. That's like upstate Wisconsin. That's almost coming to see you.
No, it's not. Trust me. Having come down to see you, I know the difference.
I haven't been down to see me. I haven't been up to see you yet. We're gonna have to make that happen.
Yeah, we'll have to get you up for some of the big games. So what some of the big games? We have a field up here called PRZ that is an old army base that was converted to a mental institution, or mental institution that was converted to an army base, or like a hospital thing. I've heard stories. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a big institution. And it's called PRZ. Right. And they run big games there all the time, and you're like fighting in buildings and the whole bit. And it's just it's a US quality field up here in Canada, and those are few and far between. Wasaga Beach, you have to try it. I absolutely love the field. My little home field, Combat Pursuit, love this little field. It's like an old 90s tiny field, kind of like Fox, but smaller. And then we've got PRZ. And oh, look who's joining in.
Good evening. How you guys
Hey,
doing here, huh?
I'm good. So I don't know if you've met Robert Hansen or Rob Hansen or not. I played with Robert Hansen.
First, used to play with Sandman
Yeah.
Yeah.
back.
So Rob Hansen is one of the front players for Destiny Midwest, and I played with them when I was playing Chicago NXL. And this guy, he's short, he's aggressive, he's fast. I love this guy to death, and he is a diehard Automag fan, and he works at Fox Paintball all the time.
I worked for Tim.
Oh,
Tim
did
has taken care of me since '97. I bought my first Automag used from Tim, and he's always been the greatest. And we got to get you back to Fox Paintball.
Yeah, you know, I used to go back there and do some big games when Chip was still involved. I don't know if you know Chip.
Right. That's what you said.
Yeah, Chip Kurtz. Yep. And yeah, I did a couple of big games back there, and I absolutely love the hell out of it. I mean, the people too. I'd go there and we'd hang out at the store at Tim's. Well, it was then Tim and Chip's store, and we'd get all kinds of people coming in there. We just had a great time. So yeah, I would definitely love to come back. You know, this year kind of sucks, obviously, but next year would be terrific to come back there and do something.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to. It's easy. It'd probably be more influential if you got a hold of Tim than us telling Tim, because you know.
Yeah. Well, Tim's working on
I don't think Tim's played a game of paintball in 5 years.
Oh, he would if I came back there.
Oh, I bet he would.
Yeah. Him and I, we go way back, way back. And yeah, he's actually building me a marker right now. He's just waiting for some special parts because he's
one of those nail guns.
You know, I don't know exactly what it is. He says I'm going to love it, so we will see. I'm not sure, but yeah, these are my mags right here. You know, yeah, because you must know Tom K then, right?
I've never had the pleasure of meeting Tom.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. Actually, yeah, he just sent me his phone number. I've got to call him because I want to put him on my show. As a matter of fact, you know, not this coming week. Is it okay if I talk about my show, Steve?
Please be my guest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put I got the old school paintball guns guys. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put them on my show one more time this coming Tuesday. Then the following Tuesday, I'm going to put the mag owners on. I believe it's, gosh, what is it? Something AGD or something like that.
Yeah.
Mag owners. And, you know, if you want, I would love to have you on that show too.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was telling Steve, I just finally built myself a mag pump gun. I'm hoping to get that this Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, I got the parts around here to do something like that I've had for quite a while, but they have never done it. But I love the mags, period. That's about all I can say. And, you know, I mean,
if it's not a tournament or practice getting the guys ready for a tournament, I'm running my Automag. It's what I've done for 23 years. So why would I stray? Yeah,
I've been with Mag for a long time and with the Mortal Air, which used to be Air America. So yeah, we all go back a long ways. That's why, you know, I was kind of glad, you know, Steve and I linked up. Steve and I are going to be doing a few things here, and I think it's going to work out pretty good. I'm actually very happy to be linked up with him. Oh man, I love that. That was great. That's our new logo that Steve. That's
Steve logo on the hat you're wearing too, Steve.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is that the logo on the hat you're wearing right now?
Yeah, it is.
How do I get one of those?
They're coming.
I'm a hat guy. I feel naked right now. I'll tell you what.
Steve's a hat guy too. I should be wearing one too, so you guys don't get such a glare off my forehead here.
Yeah, so we have Fred Schultz and I've been talking. We're just in the process of getting some T-shirts ordered. We're just nailing down who we want to use as a supplier, and I think Fred's got that under control.
Yeah, I think we're working on that.
So there's going to be some shirts coming really soon for those of you that are watching. And the hats will come shortly after. We've got some, they're like patches, but they're labels. We've got some labels coming in that we're going to try to attach. So this is just a prototype hat. just to see how I like the comfort. I really like this deconstructed
dad. Same hat got the podcast patch on the back of it, is it?
No, that one is a actual flex fit. This has got the cotton adjuster, and this is really comfortable. But
I haven't found a place to put my podcast patch yet. It's still
the label that I got.
Yep.
Yeah. They're actually small enough to fit on there if you want, just so you know.
Yeah, I just don't have a hat that I want to put it on.
Well, you never know. There might be one coming here in the future.
There very well might be.
Absolutely. You know, you're on Steve's show, you'd be on my show. You know, a hat might just come your way. You never know.
Well, if there was anybody I was going to give a hat to, Rob would be one of them.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can't say enough nice things about how much I enjoyed playing alongside Rob and all of Destiny Midwest, for that matter, in Chicago. Like it was. I hadn't played a tournament in decades. Like it had been forever. Rob is a very passionate guy, and Rob will probably agree with me. Like him and I, we just connected. We just got in sync. I was getting thrown into a nasty bunker that was almost impossible to live.
Bunker.
What?
You were in a meat grinder of a bunker.
Yeah,
but it
I
was
was.
your job to get me to that 50 snake.
Yes.
And I got there every game, minus the stop game.
Right.
So.
And the one game I covered him long enough, he was able to eliminate 4 out of 5 players.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Wow.
Before I got smoked.
That game was, what, 1 minute, 9 seconds?
Something like that. Yeah, I didn't last long, but I last long enough.
Well, it's a team. You know, there's no I in team. You know, the team, it's a team play.
There actually is an I in team. It's found in the A hole.
Ah.
I always thought you made that I out of the M and the E.
No, if you take a look on the show, you see where the make it the M. So the A hole is the dot, and then the I is down below. So there is an I in team. It's in the A hole.
Boy, you're stretching. I got to tell you.
He's stretching the A hole.
I didn't want to put it that way, but now that you brought it up, Rob.
Well, you know, somebody's got to go there.
I love it, man. So what are you doing nowadays, man? You work for Tim yet, right? Out at the field?
Yeah, I work for Team, and then I do facility maintenance for a company here in Northern Illinois.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So how's you guys been getting people out to the field or what?
Oh, the attendance at the field has been fantastic since they opened up. On average, we're looking at like 60 to 80 players in our walk-on game.
Good
which is good numbers compared to the last couple of years.
Yeah.
In private games, out the wazoo. You know,
yeah.
We're max. We got every gun in the Connex out on the field most weekends. So
very cool. Yeah, the last big game I did here, I flew in and Bob Long flew in. Bob Long, you know, from the Ironman, and he was a captain for one, and I was a captain for the other one. And we had a great time. We smoked them. I loved it. But
Chica, yes, you can. Hold on a second. I'll send you an invite.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, keep talking.
Yeah, you know, Chica Strada, real quick, is somebody that he chimes into my show every week. And I finally have got him on my Facebook now so I can bring him on my show. So I'm looking forward to having him on Tuesday night, too. But, Rob, you're more than welcome to come on Tuesday night. It's all Automag guys.
I'd love it. Tuesday night, you're going to do Automag guys. I mean, my classic valve, you can't even read the numbers on my valve anymore.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You know, I've got a couple around here too. This is the last one I actually played with. Is this guy right here, Rob? That's the last one that I played with in the tournament. So. Yep. Yeah, I just Tom is just a terrific person. You know, all through the years, he just treated me excellent. And, you know, Sandman and I, you know, we got to play, you know, Swarm, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I got to play on Swarm. And
I never played against Swarm, but when Team Fox was running through the 5-man in the CPSA up here in Northern Illinois, my team got beat up by them a couple times.
Yeah, I played on Swarm.
The guys that played with Swarm or were on the practice squad against Storm. So
Oh, is that right? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I played on Swarm a couple times, and then those guys played on Constant Pursuit with me too. So
Yeah.
we kind of intertwined over the years. But where I really got into the mag was we went back to the Masters, one of Jim Lively's tournaments back there, and I got to tell you, Swarm came out. That's when Tommy first came out with the Auto Mag, and they just smoked everybody with that. A lot of us were still shooting pumps and stuff. And they came out with the mags, and they just they took first place. They just walked everybody.
Championship in '90, right?
Yeah, it goes back. That's absolutely right. Yeah, it's right after the mag really first came out. Swarm was the first team that Tommy gave it to, and then after that, right after they won, then that's when I went with Airgun Designs, and I was with Airgun Designs until I decided to bow out of paintball for a while. So, and same way at Air America, but I've kind of, Danny says I've been with Air America forever, so that's like 31 years I've been with now Immortal Air, but then Air America. So,
and it was actually Guerrilla Air there for a while too.
Yeah, well, it's Immortal Air forever now. That's what we're hoping next year is going to be immortal for everything we do. So, and our clothesline we're coming out ought to be pretty cool. We're just hoping we want all our friends once we start pushing this stuff out, which is actually going to be within the next 30 days. We just want all our friends to give us a hand to get our company up and running.
Yeah.
Try not to make a commercial out of this, but
this show is a fake it till you make it show. We can talk.
I was
about
really
anything.
surprised you're on tonight.
I was bored.
He was bored. He was locked up for 14 days.
Yeah, I just thought, what? I'm going to come on. And you know what? I may come on tomorrow night, too, just because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might. No reason why I shouldn't.
A Saturday night show. Outstanding. Well, I'm glad you brought me on with Rob. That's actually cool as hell for me.
Yeah.
So, especially because, we just know other people together back there. And he works for a guy that, I've traveled all over the world with Sandman. Sandman and we traveled all over the place. Yeah, he's a heck of a guy. He just so soft-spoken and everything.
Class act by far.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's, like I say, we go back. We've had some good times. Some we can talk about, some we can't. So.
I think we've all got a few of those.
Yeah, believe me. So you're still playing right now, right, Rob?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got into. I started doing more big games this year.
Right on.
Destiny Midwest was doing the speedball thing. I'm trying to get them towards the mech side of things because I'm an older guy. That's what I used to do. That's what I want to do.
Well, if you guys ratchet up the numbers,
snake all day long. 16-year-old on the team, and I'm 44, and they'll still put me in the snake. So I still got it, I guess.
Good.
But
oh yeah, you totally have it. You got wheels, dude.
I'm trying to get them into a little bit more woods ball environment.
There you go.
Yeah, still kicking the mud up.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, everything got quiet.
We lost Fred.
Oh, well, we got Josh.
Okay.
Fred will come back. Hey, bud.
Hello. I can hear you guys.
You can hear us good?
Chat. Comments. Hey, how's it going?
Everything's going good.
Well, I'm trying to get this thing used first time. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Start too, so
we lost Fred, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Awesome. So we lost Fred Schultz, but he'll be back.
Just first time trying to do this whole podcast thing, man.
Well, welcome to the show. It's Chica, right? It's Chica. We must be rolling a bit of a lag here.
All right.
So
how's it going?
It's going good,
Rob.
Good.
Chica is that's my dog.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we got Fred back. And Fred,
hey guys, I don't know what happened.
Josh, who goes by Chica.
Just getting ready for this weekend. Shoot.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I think we're suffering a little bit of
Yeah.
lag, Fred.
Yeah, it sounds that way. You're coming in right off the bat without a problem.
Oh,
Right.
man.
That's because I'm hardwired in.
There you go. Me too. I don't know what just happened, but it did happen anyhow. So,
but you know what? It's all good. This
Yeah.
isn't a real show. This is just a whole bunch of cool people hanging out, talking, and
well, you know what I thought was cool is Rob was talking about big games, you know,
Yes.
and you know, I love big games. You know, even going back to, you know, I played the tournaments. I played all the major tournaments every year for a lot of years, and I would take Constant Pursuit to go do that. But I would have,
no worry. I've been watching the show for a good minute, so you know, you and Fred shows, and it's like it's taking me back in the day.
Awesome.
You know, when I started playing.
Right on. Yeah, I started playing a long time ago.
This
when
this
Bud Orr meeting Bud Orr for the first time at a 24-hour scenario game was
Which game was that?
I think we got too much lag, Chica.
Mhm.
I'm terribly sorry.
How's this working?
Fred, me or Chica?
Jesus.
I think Chica's got a bad lag right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
gotta
Chica.
get some better internet.
I do apologize, Bud, but I'm going to have to yank you out of the show just because we got too much lag.
Wait a minute. Chica, say something. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
See, we're looking at 15 seconds minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries, man.
All right.
We'll just
Chica,
yeah.
Hey, I want to have you on next week too. So if you hear me,
He left.
He could probably still hear though.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, go ahead and work on your internet so we can get you up and running here. That'd be cool because we definitely want to have you on the show. That's so cool that you chimed in. Anyhow, back to the big game thing now. Talking to Rob.
Yeah.
You know, people used to fly me.
Yeah, I was just
fly me all over to do that.
in Indiana. Remember that field?
Yep.
They're getting together with Ronin Kinetic. They're doing those RTT augmented reality big games.
Yeah, you know, William Bailey was telling me about that. William Bailey went to some game there about a month and a half ago in Indiana too, and he said it was the field was absolutely stunning. He said it was absolutely cool to play.
That field is beautiful, and they drained their pond. He's going to build 2 pirate ships in the pond area.
That's what I heard. That's absolutely right. That's
exactly what I heard. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I just I hope to do a lot of big games again next year. People, that's where I was extremely fortunate, was they would fly me around all the time to do these big games when I wasn't doing tournaments. And that's why I was gone so long, between the tournaments and all the big games and the places I went. You know,
it's something to do every weekend.
Yeah, well, you know, I was actually only home about 1 week out of every month. So the rest of the time I was on the road. So I spent a lot of time out there. It was incredible.
Right.
Yeah. So, Steve, not change subject, but did you see that Mike Schultz put my old video up on Flagpole Productions?
I think so.
He put it on there yesterday. You know how many hits it has had?
Not yet, no.
5,700 since yesterday.
Now that's on Flagpole Productions or on YouTube?
No, remember, you got to help me get on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, Steve is my wizard man now when it comes to all this electronic stuff. You know, I'm lucky I can turn the TV on, and I'm grateful I can turn the TV on. But, you know, when it comes to setting stuff up, it was Freddie Valente. Freddie really helped me out a lot, but Freddie's just...
he's in Florida right now.
He's in Florida right now. And you're closer. You're in Canada on the East Coast. So... Yeah, I got to tell you. So I just got to tell you,
I can't help you out. The wife on the other side of the room, she's my guru.
There you go. Good man. Good man. Yeah, I just talked to Danny today. Dan Colby from Immortal Air. He called me today, and we were talking. He was downtown Chicago cruising around. Said the traffic was miserable or something like that. So,
I bet.
Yeah. So whereabouts in Chicago?
Me, I'm actually 45 minutes west. I'm out in the suburbs. I live 10 minutes from Tim's Field out here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's convenient.
It is very convenient.
Yeah. Dan lives in one of the suburbs too, but I can't tell everybody where it is. But nobody lives in the city, I guess, unless you're a gazillionaire. So, and like to put up with all the big city stuff that goes on. Because I live in Chicago.
City. I go to the suburb, Aurora, get on the train, and then take a cab.
There you go. I used to live down at Belmont and Cicero. It's called Belmont in Cicero. You know what Cicero is, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
Oh, yeah. That's everybody knows where Cicero. Yeah, that's.
Wouldn't catch me dead living in there.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I'm a street kid. You know. I mean, you did two things. Either you went out and you took care of yourself or you stayed home. And like Danny says, either you're at the table or you're on the menu. So.
Yeah, especially nowadays in there.
Yeah, it was pretty good back in the day, too, believe me. It was, but I enjoyed it. It was me. I loved it. And that's how Danny is, Danny's a tough kid, too. You just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he really is. So
I wouldn't say I know him as well as you, but I've known him for I spent a whole weekend with him, and he definitely.
That's exactly right. What you just said. Absolutely right. Yeah, Rob, I got to tell you, I would look forward next year to coming back. I'll talk to Tim and see if we can't put the big game together. But you got to promise to play on my side if I come back there.
Well,
oh man, now come on, I got to have somebody protect me.
Hey, if we get the place set up for a big game, then by all means, we'll go run it.
That'll work. That would be absolutely cool. We used to draw quite a few people in there when I would fly back there, and the time would be just absolutely excellent. So we're Kevin Donaldson and I are working right now on a big game that we're going to try to do at Tim Schloss's in Missouri. And it's going to be the East-West game. And Chicago is actually the center line for who's ever on the East and who's ever on the West side. And
so halfway through the day, I get to switch sides?
Yeah, that would suck, but that's
Well, if I make it down because I'm a Canadian, I'm neither East nor West. I'm North, so I shoot everybody.
There you go. Well, you would still be stuck on the East.
Put up by both sides. We'll put Steve on the 50.
Oh, there you go. I'm with a big target front and back. I like that idea. I'll get that printed up.
Maybe we'll move the SUV with the turret and give them a full auto.
I'll just carry a big shield.
I love it. Boy, you got that looking good up there, too. Man, I got to tell you got to put that on my site for me so I can pop that up every once in a while like that. Yeah. I think that's great. See, that's what I mean. The guy's sits there and plays with that computer so much he just knows it backwards and forwards.
It's all the porn.
Yeah, whatever it takes,
And then there's this we got going on that we got to work on.
There you go. Absolutely.
Get this step up.
Absolutely. I've already talked to a couple guys. Gino's ready to do it. Everybody that I know. What it is, Rob, is Steve and I are going to do a 2-hour Christmas special on the 23rd of December.
Right.
And what we're going to do is going to be a 2-hour special, but we're getting guys like Gino and all the notables in paintball that are going to come in and not be live, but do little cameos. So as we're doing the live show, we can interject them into it. So I think that would be really, really cool. And you never know, man. You might have a quick 30-second spot to wish everybody in paintball Merry Christmas.
Actually, if you get Destiny Midwest together as a team and just film that, send it to me. I'd be happy to put that up.
Cool.
We could probably put something together like that.
Yeah.
I gotta okay my mom, Nikki.
Nikki, by the way, Fred is actually suffering from COVID right now. She's through the worst pain of it, but she's got lots of body aches now, and she can't smell and she can't taste anything.
That's right. That's your mother, Rob?
No. Nikki Hanna.
No.
Nikki
Hanna's our team manager. She went down in 2008, 2019.
Yeah, she's in her late 20s, right?
That's ladies.
Got it. So
now she's running Destiny Midwest for us.
Right.
How did she know how she caught it?
they think it was a coworker of one of the people in the household whose boyfriend was positive, and the coworker kept coming to work. So it was somebody who had a complete disrespect for the people around him.
Right, and that's wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just a problem. That's why we're dealing with this right now, you know. And when I got back into paintball, you know, I started pushing paintball really, really good, and it seemed to be going real well for paintball and for myself. And then all of a sudden the COVID hit. And, you know, for a while there, I felt so sorry for the fields and the stores and stuff because, you know, I mean, that was their livelihood. And hell, people couldn't go out there and do a damn thing, you know. So
Right.
thank goodness that it's you know, eased up a little bit. And because, you know, it's the last thing I want in the world is paintball to die out. And,
Well, it hasn't really eased up. It's actually waving again, and I think a lot of people just got shut down.
Yeah, Illinois here just outside of Chicago's got numbers compared to March right now.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we're in a bad spot here.
And
well, they just put us on purple out here. 41 counties out of 50-some counties in California. Purple is the high tier, you know.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, I was supposed to actually go up. There's a game tomorrow up at Capitol Edge Paintball up in Sacramento. It's their anniversary. And I was going to go up there and hang out and play a little bit. But my wife is kind of adamant about me not going up there tomorrow. So
probably in the best bet.
It is. You know, what I'm trying to do is, you know, I hear Price Pfister has actually got a antidote that's supposed to be coming out pretty quick, and I guess the way I understand it's the military is going to help to, you know, distribute it. I mean, and so I'm hoping that this comes out so that next year we can just all go out and kick some paintball butt and absolutely love it. And you know what's going to happen too is once everybody gets the shot and so that there's not a chance of getting it, I look for paintball just to be screaming next year because everybody's going to be biting at the bit to get back out there and do it.
Yeah.
Right. And there's been such a flux this year. Old players coming back, you know, with them forcing everybody outside and new players coming in.
Yeah.
Hopefully this resurgence in mech stays strong and it'll be a fantastic year next year.
Oh, cool. Somebody said I was hoping to hang out with you, Fred.
That's Kathy Alvarez. I don't know why her name's not coming up, but that's your friend Kathy.
Oh, yeah, Kathy. She's a doll.
I sent her an invite to join the show, but.
Oh, yeah, is that right? Yeah, she's a doll. She's you want to talk about it? First of all, let me start by saying that she goes way back to the Master Blasters.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she's from New York. Her brother was a blaster for years. A real good friend of Kevin Donaldson, real good friend of Fred Schultz, too. I'm very, very happy to say. And on my show, it's called Mr. Fred and Friends. And she's one of the new friends. And I am so happy that I got to meet her. And she has a son named Adrian that's on a team right now. And I got to tell you, she takes that kid everywhere to play paintball, and he is kicking butt, period. So, you know, that's the type of people that keep the sport going. Is you know, they got the kids, you know, a lot of the Ironmen, Dirk Gadberry, him and his son go out and play. Michael Baird, him and his son go out. Mark Gong, him and his 7-year-old son, Mark Gong Jr., which is just an absolutely terrific little player. He would blow you away. He calls me Uncle Fred. I just love that kid, man. He is nothing short of terrific. But yeah, Kathy Alvarez is a great lady. It's a shame she won't come on because I would like all of your viewers, Steve, to meet her.
Well, I've had her on before.
Yeah,
I've had her on a couple times here and there. Yeah, I can't say enough nice things about Kathy. But we've been going for an hour and a half now, and we're down to only 6 viewers. So I think we've worn out our welcome on the internet for the night.
Sounds good, buddy.
So I think I'm going to shut her down.
If I was ever going to wear out my welcome, it was when I humped your leg 5 minutes after I met you.
He's not wrong.
Hey, you know what's sad too is he still got those pants. He wouldn't wash them.
I'm sure he does.
No, you know what? It's funny, but that being beside the point. Oh, we got Kathy here. So, hey, Kathy.
How are you doing, dear?
I got to tell a story before you start talking, though. I do apologize. When Rob and I started playing together, I don't know what it was. We just connected on the practice field, and we just started working as a team. And I think Rob will agree with me that. And then when we were actually at the tournament, Rob was having one of those paintballer moments where the energy was just ripping through him, and like we just connected. Do you know what I mean? Like, I cannot say enough nice things about Rob. I will play with him any day.
Between that second and third game, Steve.
Pardon?
You leveled me in between that second and third game.
Yeah.
You did. I was gonna lose my top for a second.
Yeah, like his emotions just skyrocketed. I just sort of grabbed him by the jersey and got him in the eyes. And it's like, listen, dude, we got this. And but if I ever get to if Stronghold ever gets to the point where we have a rolling team, I want Rob on that team that we can take with him. So if we ever get to that point, we want to drag Rob along because he's just great.
Sounds good to me. Let's talk to this beautiful Kathy now, huh?
Absolutely. Let's make her front and center.
Oh, put her up there. Where is she?
Oh,
there
yes.
She is. How you doing tonight, Kath?
Good. I just got off of work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you look pretty good for just getting off of work.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's crazy at UPS right now with the holidays and everything is closing. So I'm putting in between 8 to 12 hours now.
Oh, it's just starting. Wait till closer you get to Christmas.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I was telling him about Adrian and how you take him around and how his team is doing and how good he is, and it's because of you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he has a mandatory practice this weekend. He has another tournament on the 25th and the 26th at Capital Edge. This is his first year in the tournament. So he came play a second place in both tournaments.
Yep.
So hopefully, I got my fingers crossed, come in first place this time.
Oh, he's doing excellent. Hey, second place is nothing to laugh at.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you're on the podium, it's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Never been there.
Oh, I've been there many times.
I've won one, and it got me third place for the series.
Oh, very
and
cool.
I owe that all to my buddy Jordan, who was a pickup player that day. We had a guy who didn't show up.
Oh, really? Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a. I can't even. I'd be embarrassed to tell you how many trophies and plaques I actually have. I got them all boxed up in huge boxes. I bet you there's about 6 boxes. So I've been very, very fortunate, very blessed for the people I've known and the people I've got to meet, just like Kathy. I was telling them earlier, some of my new friends are just fantastic. You're one of them.
Oh, thank you, Fred.
Oh, absolutely. You know that. Yeah, Kathy and I took a picture with our Mortal Air shirts on, and she put it up on the internet. And I had all kinds of people calling me and telling me how cool that picture was.
Yeah, I love that picture.
Yeah,
I was hoping to see you this weekend at Capital Edge because I'm heading over there to play with Lil Jr.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be up there tomorrow. Sherry says she just kind of, with the COVID starting to strike again really hard, she just thinks that I should probably stay away from the group right now. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm looking forward to next year. I'm trying to get everything set up. I got stuff going with Steve. I got stuff going with some other people. And so that's what I'm kind of working on. But, we'll link up, Kath. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, what's going on with you and Kevin? What?
It's actually in Kevin's ballpark. Kevin kept using the excuse, I got to wait for Tommy to get done with the World Cup. That's Tom Cole, by the way, everybody. Yeah, and he goes, I got to wait for Tommy to get done with the World Cup. And then he goes, then I can get the dates from him and we'll go ahead and set a date. But we just got to fire on a date and just do it. Because, even if there's something else going on that weekend, I guarantee we're going to get 500 people to go play that. Bill Bailey's already got about 50 people that are biting at the bit because it's going to be a first come, first served basis to get the tickets to come and do this. So, yeah, I think Tim's already too, you know, I mean, so.
Are you talking about the East Coast, West Coast, or are you talking about the Woods Ball Cut?
East Coast, West Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, East Coast, West Coast. Yeah, the Woods Ball thing. The way I understand it is Anthony's Field's looking pretty damn good for it now. So
Yeah.
I talked to him last week, and he said he's just about got the road cut around it. And so I told him when he's ready to give me a call, and I'll drive up there, and then we'll go ahead and check it out. So he said to give him a couple more weeks on it.
Okay. Now, Steve, are you going to play on East Coast or West Coast?
You'll have to be on the East Coast.
Fred's telling me East Coast, but all my friends are on the West Coast.
He's going independent, and he's going to run with us right down the center line.
Yes.
Now, where are you from?
I'm outskirts of Chicago, so
Okay.
I'm right on that dividing line. So I guess I got to play half the day on East, half the day on West.
That works.
What are you, east of Chicago or west of Chicago?
I'm west of Chicago, 45
There you go.
minutes.
That's you just told me where you're playing.
I'm West Coast with Mr. Fred.
If I had my choice, I would play East Coast, just
Yes.
because the opportunity to play with some Ironman and Fred Schultz and whatnot. Nothing against.
So you're going to give me the chance to shoot you.
If I'm playing West Coast with you,
Oh no, you're
If you're going to play East Coast,
that's
yeah,
what
what
they're
do you like
telling
to
me I
dog?
have to do. But if I have my choice, and I have my choice because I get what I want or I don't play.
I get what I want or I don't play. Sounds fantastic.
You know who's I'm trying to talk Bree into playing too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Bree Young, I think it's her name.
Yeah.
I really want to meet her. She's
Wait.
one of my idols.
Be
Yeah,
young, you mean?
Yeah. Who?
Yeah, be young. Yep.
Be?
Yeah, Be Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't met her yet. I always wanted to.
She's awesome. I was actually dancing with her at in Old Town in Florida on Sunday night.
Yeah, they said you look like the first man on the sun. I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyhow, poor Steve. I love the guy, but that's all. It is, you know?
It's all good.
I know.
You gotta have a thick skin in paintball. If you don't, go home.
Yeah, we got a yellow jumpsuit for you to wear in that big game with us.
I already got yellow.
No. I mean, this is full yellow. Yeah. We want to be able to.
So long as the paint we're shooting doesn't break yellow.
Yeah. We'll be able to find them a lot easier that way.
Do what you want. I'll just carry a big shield.
You seen that shield you just put up there, Kathy?
Yeah.
That's going to be our new clothesline that we're just getting started, actually, Steve and I. It's called Stronghold Global Products. It'll be pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah, it should be pretty sharp. We're starting small, obviously, like everything else, but it'll rock.
Yeah. I can't wait to release the camo that I've designed. I'm still tweaking it and stuff, but once we get rolling, I can't wait to say, look what I designed.
Look what
it's original. It's something new, something different.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but I don't want to make it out of fur like you wanted to. So
I didn't want to make it out of fur. Be nice.
Buddy. All right, man. Well, you've been at it for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think I'm going to shut her down. We're down to about 5 people. I think we've worn out our welcome on the internet tonight. Oh, Chico's still with us. Hey, bud. Thank you so much.
Chico Strada's a great guy.
He is.
I hope that by Tuesday he's got a little bit better internet setup, because I definitely want to have that guy on my show.
Oh, yeah, and I want him back on the show here.
Yeah, I know.
So
I see his name come up all the time on your show.
He does. Yeah, Steve tried to put him on earlier, and his internet just wasn't working.
We had like a 15 to 30 second lag. It was insane.
Yeah, it was real bad. And Steve had me on the other night with Tim Montressor's parents, Frank and Jenny, and I thought that was just excellent, outstanding. I loved it.
Wow.
Yeah, if you get a chance, you want to watch that show, go back and watch that show. It was very, very good. They actually humbled me. I was very, very pleased to
And
talk.
then we had Bricktop join us as well.
Yeah, we did.
From the Command Brothers. That was really cool.
Yep. So yeah, it was rocking that night. That was pretty good. So,
all right, guys.
She just friended me on Facebook.
Yeah. We're down
she
to.
Just,
Go ahead.
She just friended me on Facebook, and I had a double take. I was like, "Is this real? No way!" So I felt honored when she sent a friend request to me.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Well, you know, you're somebody everybody wants to know, Kathy. Come on.
He said it right there.
I did. Everybody wants to know you. Come on. You know that. We love
I try to make it grow. I try to make it grow. I just, it's my passion.
Yeah.
For 30 years, it's always been my passion.
You know, that's one of our shirts says that too. It says paintball on the top and then got our logo, and underneath it says passion drives us.
Yep, that's our stronghold motto. That's actually, I can do something cool. Hold on one second here.
Oh, you're going to show them the shirt? I actually should have the shirt on, but you know, Steve buzzed me in, and
yeah,
I'm grateful too. I got to talk to Rob, which I thought has been cool as hell. And then
it's been an honor to meet you. Can't wait to do it in person, Fred.
Well, it's been an honor to meet you too, buddy. It really has. I appreciate that very, very much coming from you. So, yeah, I think we'll have some good times when we get together. And it'll be next year. Yeah, we'll get it together next year. This virus can't last forever. And
no, God, it does save us all.
Yeah, and now you're in the circle with us, so it'll be pretty cool. It's a good circle to be in too. Take my word.
Oh, man, I'm in a circle with Steve. This is like my second circle with Steve.
Well, yeah, everybody's got to have a hub. So
okay.
All right, so this is probably going to be the first T-shirt that we release.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. And this is the one that I like best.
OG as fuck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's for all us old men.
Right.
No, I'll tell you, my daughter liked that one the best too.
Right. It has a lot more attitude, and I think it just has a little more to it. But people got to have options.
Yeah, there you go.
So, you know, I bet Kathy would prefer wearing this one.
No.
Oh, no? You like this one?
Yes.
See? So there's
then I gotta have more
3 on 1.
I guess, huh?
And Rob, what's your choice? Do you like this one?
Or do you like this one?
Right? Told you, Fred.
Yeah, I know. You paid him ahead of time. That's
you
cool.
gotta start listening to me more.
Right on, guys. Hey, Rob, it was very good talking to you tonight. I'm looking forward to talking to you, on Facebook a little bit more. So stay in touch with me on there, buddy.
Will do.
Okay. And Kathy, you're always in touch with me.
Love you, Fred.
You're a doll, babe.
All right.
Hey, you stay safe and have a good time tomorrow. Tell everybody I said hi.
I will.
Thanks.
I probably will go live tomorrow, so keep an eye on that.
Nice.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, Kathy. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to remove you. And then Rob, I'm going to remove you. So thank you so much for coming out. You have a good one.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
And Fred, give you the opportunity. You always have to say your famous lines. Let me have it.
I appreciate it so much. Hey, first of all, thanks a lot for dragging me on, buddy. Appreciate it. I love to have met Rob. That was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So I guess from me and from Steve will give his own goodbye, but for myself, please play hard, play safe, play fair, but go play paintball. Talk to you later, guys.
Thank you so much, Fred.
My pleasure.
And everybody, I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Help me get through this quarantine. This was an impromptu bonus, fake it till you make it, go live just because I could, I wanted to, I bored, and I missed you guys. I don't like being stuck in here by myself. So, yeah. In any case, thank you all so much for hanging out. Play with passion, everybody, and keep your paint dry. I'll see you again soon. Ciao.